Hello friends, we spoke about the importance of self-esteem in a relationship in our first talk. Then we discussed the various aspects of a relationship and how important each one of them is in the various relationships we share with people around us. Today I thought I will discuss two interesting concepts that I personally enjoy sharing with my young friends. The first one I call a relationship quadrant, and it looks something like this. There are 4 quadrants. The first quadrant says, I am not okay, you are not okay. Okay? Now, this means there is no growth happening in that relationship, right? No one is contributing to the wellness of the other person. Not a happy space to be. The second quadrant says, I am okay, you are not okay. This means there is not enough freedom, or there's no freedom for the other person in the relationship. The views, the thoughts, the opinions, the values that one of the partner cherishes is being overlooked. Okay? There is overpowering, there is overwhelming of will by one person over the other. Not a good space to be in. The third quadrant says, I am not okay, you are okay. Now this means that one of the partners possesses very low self-esteem. Okay? And this is something to be worked upon, because it is important that both the partners or both the persons in a relationship has high self-esteem for the relationship to be healthy. Now the fourth quadrant is the most preferred option. I am okay, you are okay, which means both the partners or both the persons involved in a relationship think highly of the other person. There is mutual respect, there is enough freedom, there is honesty, there is growth, everything going good in this relationship. Now this is the ideal state to be in. So all relationships need to come into this quadrant. Now it is not something that easy. Okay, it does not happen overnight, and we need to work on our relationship to achieve this result. But that is what we should always aim for, where there is mutual respect and there is mutual admiration for and enough freedom for both the persons involved. That is the relationship quadrant for you. And the second concept that I would like to speak to you about is the willingness to compromise in a relationship. How much commitment each person needs to bring into any relationship. Earlier, the times were different. Remember, we spoke about the dynamic nature of relationships and how times are changing. And with changing times, the dynamics of a relationship change. What used to work, what used to give good results earlier, need not work in the present times. Right now, the challenges are more. So we need to work harder at our relationships. Earlier, if each partner, if each person involved in the relationship worked 50% each contributed 50%, the relationship would be successful. But not so any longer. Why? Like I said, the times are changing. Now each person needs to contribute 70% each. Each person needs to contribute 70% in the relationship, which means you have a buffer of 40% in between, a buffer of 40, which means during any difficult times, during times of crisis or during times of distress, there is a buffer of 40% for the people involved in a relationship to fall back on. And this 40% is the good times that you have shared, are the reasons why you got in that relationship, are the contributions, are the happy times that the people involved in the relationship have contributed to that relationship to make it work. So a buffer is very, very essential in a relationship to work in present times. So think about these two interesting concepts in a relationship. And always remember one thing, relationships are complex because we make them complex. Emotions are complex things too, because we make them complex. If we focus on the basics of life, relationships can be easy to understand. They can be more easy to understand. And what are these basics? To be polite, to be humble, to be grateful, and to be respectful. Focus on these simple things in life, and let's give relationships a solid boost. I will see you all. Goodbye for now.